Reminds me of Fahey's Garage, man.
Hey, so I am here with Eric Cooley on this edition of Friday Happy Hour, where my guests share their stories and intentions of inspiring you to take action to absolutely improve your health physically, emotionally, and mentally. Big E.
What's up, baby?
Man.
What's going on?
Did you like your intro?
Loved it.
Want to get
Reminds me of the garage.
I want to get your head in the right place, man.
Reminds me of the garage, man. 40 degrees. The bar's too cold.
So we met. You were, let me think. How old were you when you met? 15?
15 years young, man. Sophomore in high school.
15 years young, and graduated from college now and in the world, and absolutely making huge dent in this thing that we call the universe. And that's exciting, and we're going to have a conversation with that, and we'll dig into that a little bit. When you started, we had, at this point, 50 pounds that you have dropped and will not be back since that tender age as a young pup. And we had eyes on you as being a star amongst stars. And not only were you able to get your health going in the right direction, but also receive 2 college offers to play college football at a Division I level, and then to play college lacrosse at the Division I level. And when those offers came in, we had reasons to celebrate and plenty to laugh about, and probably even shed a few tears at that point as well. And then from there, you went on to play college lacrosse at Rutgers and played internationally in Finland. And the only obligation that you were under was you got me my shirt, which you did. So I
needed one shirt.
That's all I asked. That's all I asked. Just get me a shirt, man. And I still have my Rutgers shirt, even though one of my boys, 2 of my boys are wearing it. They alternate at this point. So a lot of great stuff to dig into and a lot to share. So welcome, man, to Happy Hour. Tell me this: when did you realize it was time to get your body, man, and get your body going in the right way and to improve your health? When did that take place? When did you realize that?
So I think from a young athlete's mind, when you're playing youth sports and even into the early middle school, the kids that kind of have it stick out, and the kids that don't, lag behind. And I personally always just kind of had it, think catching the ball, throwing the ball, moving, knowing where to be. Those are things that came easy to me, so I excelled. When I started to plateau, and me just being a hulking guy and being bigger than everyone else, and I started to plateau and not dominating the level that I expected myself to dominate at, I started looking at reasons to why that was happening. And it essentially just came down to health, speed, and fitness. And to solve those issues, I just, went through a lot of thought process. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do better? And it's, I just when it boiled down to it, I needed help. And when you need help, you got to reach out to somebody. So, I think that's around the time that I came to that crossroads and where we met.
What are the key principles and habits your parents used with you to help keep that line of communication open from high school to college? You have an incredible relationship with your parents, and one that I certainly respect. So what are those habits that they instilled in you, and some of those principles to keep the conversation open with Mumsy?
So, I've always had, like you said, an open relationship with my parents. Not many secrets besides the ones that are necessary. But Everything's open, man. I mean, it's such a healthy relationship that I have with them. And I think the biggest thing that I've taken away from my dad and my mom is that just doing like the little things. And it's kind of something that I've, evolved into my own theory called the snowball effect. It's not unfamiliar to anyone else, but just doing the little things right. And, you do one thing right and then another thing right and another thing right. It snowballs into a larger product that ends up being, something that desirable that you want. You do the wrong thing, it's easy to do another wrong thing, and it snowballs the other way. And then you ended up in a place where, how did I get here? Well, it's because you're not doing the little things right. So I think that something that I've taken away from them, and obviously, and I've applied it to training, education, and now professionalism, is doing the little things right. If your desk is messy, you're not going to have a great day. You got to clean off your desk. If you're not dressed right, if you're not feeling good, you're not going to have it. You got to start your day right, and it snowballs into a larger product. So you have one good day, great. Then it's going to snowball into another great day. Then you have a great week, a great month, and then before you know it, you're having good years. So that's definitely something that I've taken away from them that they've instilled with me since I was very young.
In hindsight, what are the biggest mistakes and myths you see in sports now? And what are the most memorable moments you have about youth sports? So in
hindsight, I would say the biggest mistake is I think athletes just kind of compare themselves and try to be something that they're not. It's not. Too many people get wrapped up in what they should be and what they want to look like, rather than just kind of owning what they are. You know what I mean? And there's some guys that are just like so good at what they do, and they lose sight of that because they're trying to be something that they're not. Someone who's like a great feeder is going to excel at feeding, and he's not a great shooter. It doesn't mean you can't work at it, but the staple in your game is feeding, so build off of that. And so I just think that too many times I see guys just try to be something that they're not and put the pressure on themselves, and because of that, their mentality just kind of crumbles. And I think that that's a really sad thing to see nowadays. Is kids that lose so much of their self-confidence just trying to be something that they're not.
Powerful message for some young guys out there, whether it's lacrosse related or not. That's certainly a strong message for them. And selfishly, as a dad, what are some of your most memorable youth moments? Because as parents, we go all in on a lot of things for our kids. But now, looking back, what do you remember?
So as a youth athlete, what do I remember?
Yeah.
I remember having 3 games in one day and having one guy that took me to all those games. Mumsy and Christy were out, in the pool and doing their own things on weekends. I remember 9 a.m. having a football game, playing the football game, and Dad saying, "How you feeling?" I feel good. All right, here's a whole wheat bread, peanut butter, and some honey. Get some energy in you.
Yeah.
Jump in the back of the car, put on my shin guards and my cleats and my soccer shirt. We drive across town to my soccer game. Finish the soccer game by noon. How you feeling? I'm a little tired. Here's some Gatorade and some water. Feel like playing some more? Yeah, I'll play some more. Drive me up to Brewster, and I'm playing an indoor lacrosse game. So that's probably the most memorable thing that I've taken away from my youth sport. Is just how much he sold out and how much my parents sold out for me, day in and day out. To and from practice, 3 games in one day. There's not. A lot of people would just throw in the towel and say, 3 in one day, we'll make one of them. But he was 3 for 3 every single time, and just selling out all in, and just based on for like my personal benefit. So that's definitely the thing that I've taken away from youth sports and exactly what my parents did for me.
What were the steps that gave you the confidence to play in college and internationally? A huge part of my audience has kids, and they have dreams of their kids being good high school players, and a lot of people have dreams of their kids playing in college at some point. So what steps were taken that helped give you the confidence?
So it's a complicated question, because I think that everyone's journey and everyone's end product is different. Obviously, no two people on the planet are the same. No two people's journey is going to be the same. But I think the basic steps to follow is, just kind of realizing where you are and, where you want to be. And, that's not meant to say to anyone, don't follow your dreams, set the bar low. That's just, a certain realization of where you're going to be and where you're going to be most happy is extremely important. So, for the time being, when you're, an adolescent and you're an up and coming high school athlete, excel at what you do, have fun in what you're doing. And then that's going to propel you to go to, to the next stage. And once you're, at the next stage and you have choices or you have options or you have to, find a place where you're going to fit in, you got to be real. Like, one of the things I took away from me was, when we were training and we are up in that garage, you said, one thing you told me when I was sitting there and I had these offers and didn't know if I wanted to play lacrosse, didn't know if I wanted to play football. And the only thing I wanted to do was get to that garage and lift, because that was kind of the hour, 2 hours that we had that we could just block everything out. We could just train. And then, I was happy. I was good. Then I'll leave that and, I have to go study for an SAT and I have to go, have all these pressures, college coaches calling. And one thing that you said to me that I've, kind of reiterate to my athletes now is, where's the love? Where's the love? Where are you going? Where are you going? And is there love there? Is there a coach that is he kind of feeling you out for a business relationship? Is he going to use you as a product? Or where's the love? So, I think that's one thing that I followed. And what you told me, and I don't regret it at all. And I think that's the perfect advice to anybody that just find the love, man, and just follow it.
Let's talk about Play. You're a part of a exciting startup business, and now as a young guy in the world, it is in corporate America. You are in startup world, entrepreneur land. That's exciting, and I'm excited for you. The technology that Play Sports is creating has given the casual fan the ability to record live action and make highlight films with it. So Can you talk about your involvement with Play and how you see Play evolving over the next few years?
Absolutely. So a huge addressable market is, amateur sports, meaning like high school and youth sports, because there's not a ton of TV coverage. There's not a Friday Night Lights, live broadcasting across Westchester. Like, maybe in some areas, you'll have a high school game on TV, but it's just not where it needs to be or could be. And the attendance at these games is enormous. So to have the ability to capture that video and process automatic highlights is something extremely valuable, which is exactly what Play does. You have the ability to, whether you have access to team footage on a professional camera or a parent, little brother, sister, grandpa, grandma, you can sit in the stands and film these games and using our technology, which is a patented number recognition technology, along with you filming the game and just, signaling the system anytime there's a highlight. It automatically generates a 1 to 2 minute highlight reel as soon as you're done uploading the film, which is, it's incredibly valuable in the sense of just generating an immediate highlight film after it, as well as uploading it to a desktop software afterward. And if you want to get in depth and kind of create, a recruitable film as a high school athlete, then you use this system for that too. So to have that kind of time-saving technology, instead of going in and finding timestamps and spending hours and hours editing a 60-minute game film across the season, you're looking at 8 to 10 hours of game film, just actual game film in a season, all confined to a 1 to 2 hour editing process. So time saving and the efficiency behind this technology is probably the most value that we've found.
So everyone can film from their phone?
Yes, and anyone can film from their phone. You can get an automatically generated highlight film delivered to your phone, your device, immediately at the end of the game. And, to take it a step further, an athlete that would like to get recruited can take that footage, it's already uploaded, and upload it into the desktop software as well and create, a recruitable highlight film for themselves.
So where can people access Play?
Our website, www.playsports.com. You can find all kinds of info there, some more tutorial videos, instructional videos. We have a number on there to call. If you contact us, we'll get back to you. And I've been setting up online screen share demos similar to this, with my screen, and kind of walk people through the product and show everyone, just what it is. And it really is a remarkable piece of technology moving forward. That's completely going to change the way people manage and view sports video.
So I will leave links to play on this recording, and people can check it out. Certainly, if you have a boy or a girl in any sport,
Any age
that is in any age that is playing, it's a valuable recruiting tool. I believe it can also be a valuable teaching tool. As a father and having kids love to watch themselves, and they love to watch themselves play. So they can certainly be recorded and then used as a device to teach or reteach the things that our kids need to improve at while they're playing, or while they're dancing, right? Or while they're living. So I think you're on to something, and I couldn't be more excited for you. And I am certainly proud of you and who you are and everything that you represent as far as health is concerned, and everything that you represent as a young guy. This has been a lot of fun, man. And we'll always find a way. We always find a way to embrace the grind and and get a lot out of it at the same time. And I don't think this is any different, man. So thank you. Thank you for being who you are, and appreciate you taking the time out to talk and offer inspiration to the people that are watching, man. So awesome, man. Big E, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man.
Yeah, man. Same, brother. I'm going to give you some takeout music here, man.
The bar's too cold, Robbie.
It's never cold, man. It's always on, man. It's always game time. Appreciate you, E.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, brother.